Okay, so this is showing you some of the resources that you will see once you log into your online math textbook. This green button up here is your ebook. So if you don't want to take your math textbook home, you will see the exact same thing on your computer screen. Over here on the left-hand side, these two blue tabs are what show you, if you click on them, where you are in your math textbook. So you can choose your chapter, and like I said in the email to your parents, currently we're doing Unit 5, so it's the Fulton County Unit 5, but in your math textbook it's actually Chapter 8 and Chapter 9. Okay, so when you get into, while we're still in Unit 5, when you're using the math resources, you're going to want to make sure that you're in Chapter 8 or Chapter 9. So if you click on Chapter 8, then it brings up the different lessons. So let's say, for example, some of us have been having problems with trapezoids. The best place to go would be just the direct lesson. So I wouldn't focus on the inquiry lab or anything kind of different. Just focus straight on the lesson. Look for the keyword of the skill that you're having trouble with. So you go to area of trapezoids. So now everything for lesson resources is going to be focused on trapezoids. Okay, so now let's kind of explore the different resources that you have, and I'll show you guys the things that I think are the most valuable. So you have vocabulary, which is good if you're struggling with that, but most of you I don't think are going to need anything in this vocabulary section. Here we have watch, so those are some videos. Again, most of you guys will watch the videos that I think are useful in class. If you need to rewatch anything, that's, you'll find some of them there. Here we have the tutor section. So this I do think is valuable. So different videos that you can find related specifically to area of trapezoid. So when you pull it up, it'll show you a maximum of 12, so you can see there are 3 available videos. So these really are useful if you're struggling with this particular skill. So you can favorite the video, so it's easy for you to go find it again. So once you watch it, if you decide that you think it's something you definitely want to see again, then click favorite. But to view it...
This is Mrs. Dawson. The following is a real-world example on finding the area of trapezoids. Music.
Okay, when you're done, you just exit out. And then you can click back. All right, then you have the tools. You really don't need the tools. Don't get stuck in the tools, okay? The check, I think, is really valuable. So these are little quizzes that are self-checking. So especially before we have a quiz in class, you can take a quiz where they are all multiple choice, but they do provide you with hints. So you're finding the area of this parallelogram. If you're stuck, it gives you a hint, and then it actually does give you, now I'm not solving this, but I'm just going to click some answers so you can see, and just do all A. And then it checks it for you. So it says, well, only got 20%, but it tells you what you got right and what you got wrong. So you can quickly see, and you can try it again, but it gives you that real feedback. So that's great for studying. I don't know how we ended up on parallelograms. I thought we were doing trapezoids. Anyway, let's see. Back to trapezoids. There we go. And then if you need help with any of these things, as far as like using the specific resources, and then the worksheets. Now, please be careful when you're using these worksheets, because try not to go ahead. Otherwise, you might be bored in class. Some of these will come up again. But the ones in particular that are good, and I don't see any here. Let's see, there was a good one with the triangles. The reteaching worksheets. If you are, let's see, open, and you can download that particular worksheet and print it out at your house. But it does a really good job of walking you through step by step. So if you are stuck on this skill. So for example, you have a homework sheet that's giving you just straight problems, just like this number 1 problem, and you are stuck on how to attack this particular problem. Obviously, you can reach out on Edmodo, you can look at your resources, but this is just an additional resource. But you can see how this reteaching sheet breaks it down very much step by step, and is a really good way to hopefully make sense of these concepts a little bit better. So I'm really happy with the availability of that. Okay, so that being said, I think these are the main resources. I do encourage you to utilize them. They are there for you. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me, and I hope you enjoy.